Standard 7th Geography. Chapter 1, How Seasons Occur, Part 1. All of us know we have 3 seasons in a year: summer season, monsoon season and the winter seasons. Have you ever wondered how do seasons take place? The answer is over here. Seasons take place because of 3 important celestial bodies in our solar system: the sun, the earth and the moon. Because of the rotation and the revolution of the earth and the moon causes seasons for us. Rotation means earth revolving around itself and revolution means earth revolving around the sun. That is called as revolution. All these factors are responsible for the occurrence of seasons. Let's recall from our previous year what we have learned. First is, because of rotation and the revolution, we get the concept of day and night. We have learned the meaning of rotation and revolution. Rotation is a concept when the earth rotates around itself, and revolution means when the earth revolves around the sun. It's called as revolution. From that, we also learned that our country is located in the northern hemisphere of the earth. Due to rotation and revolution of the earth, we get day and night and phases of the day. Phases of the day means morning, afternoon, evening and night. In your textbook of geography, we are told to perform an activity that says we are told to observe every day the time of sunrise and sunset. From the activity in your textbook, we conclude the position of the sunrise and sunset keeps on changing every day, even though we realize that sun rises in the east and sets in the west. We know sun rises in the east and sets in the west. From the activity, we have realized that the place of sunrise and sunset keeps changing every day. Actually, the sun remains on the same place, but its earth with an inclined axis that revolves around the sun. The combined effects of the inclination of the earth's axis and the orbitical motion of the earth causes the seasons. Chapter 2, the sun, the earth and the moon. The moon's motion, moon revolves around the earth and indirectly around the sun. All of us know that the moon revolves around the earth and indirectly revolves around the sun. When the moon is revolving around the earth and the sun, it has 2 important positions. First is the perigee position and second, apogee position. Perigee means when the moon is nearest to the earth, that position is called as the perigee position. When the moon is farthest from the earth, that is called as the apogee position. Let us now know the different phases of the moon. As in the picture you can see over here the different shapes of the moon. First is full moon day, second new moon day and quarters day. Full moon day means when entire full moon is appearing in the sky, that is called as the full moon day. New moon day, moon disk appears to be dark and invisible. New moon day is the day when you do not see any moon in the sky. Quarters day, moon disk appears as a semicircle. You can see in the diagram below the various shapes of the moon. These are called as the phases of the moon. Eclipse. On new moon day or full moon day, the sun, the earth and moon fall in straight line. As we have learned over these years, that the earth revolves around the sun and the moon revolves around the earth. When all these celestial bodies revolve around themselves, there comes a day when 3 of them fall in a straight line. that is called an eclipse. Eclipses are of two types, solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. Solar eclipse. During solar eclipse, moon is between the sun and the earth and the shadow of the moon falls on the earth. All in one line is called as solar eclipse. You realize when all three celestial bodies they form in a straight line, you will realize that moon is coming in between the sun and the earth. That is called as an solar eclipse. Because of it, the shadow of the moon falls on the earth. Two types of shadows you can see over here, dark shadow and the light shadow. The dark shadow is called as the umbra and the light shadow is called as a penumbra. Now, there are three types of solar eclipse. First is total solar eclipse. When total solar eclipse is the time where from the earth you are unable to see the sun completely because the moon blocks the way. In partial solar eclipse, the sun can be partly seen. As the moon is moving around the earth, some part of the sun is visible from the earth. That is called as in partial solar eclipse. Annular solar eclipse is when the entire sun disk is visible from the earth. You can see in the picture above, the sun disk, a ring kind of thing, is seen from the earth. That is called as an annular solar eclipse. Lunar eclipse. Lunar eclipse takes place when the sun, earth and the moon fall in a straight line, having the earth in the center. Now, the moon, while revolving around the earth, has to go between the shadow of the earth. Again, so you have two types of shadows. The dark shadow is called as the umbra and the light shadow is called as a penumbra. That is called as two types of lunar eclipse. Total lunar eclipse and partial lunar eclipse. Total lunar eclipse takes place when moon is completely invisible because at this time the moon is going through the dark shadow of the earth. And partial lunar eclipse is the time when the moon is little visible as it goes through the light shadow of the earth. This is called as your lunar eclipse. Let us understand the characteristics of solar and lunar eclipse. Solar eclipse takes place on new moon day and lunar eclipse takes place on full moon day. During solar eclipse, the order of the celestial bodies has to be sun, moon and the earth. Whereas for lunar eclipse, it has to be sun, earth and the moon. The maximum duration for solar eclipse is 7 minutes and 20 seconds and the maximum duration for lunar eclipse is 107 minutes. That is almost more than an hour. Eclipse is just an astronomical event, nothing suspicious about it. All of us are eager to observe such kind of event, and for that reason it is very important we take certain precautions to observe such kind of eclipse. Whenever we have to observe or see any other eclipse, remember to wear glasses specially meant to observe the eclipse. Let's summarize. We have learned the two positions of the moon, apogee position and the perigee position. We also learned about the eclipse, solar eclipse and the lunar eclipse. When you have solar eclipse, you have sun, moon and the earth, and when you have lunar eclipse, you have sun, earth and the moon.